Okay, I don't normally do solving videos, and I really hadn't planned on doing one for this particular puzzle, but Grandma's coming over, and I have a soft spot for grandmas, um, having lost mine a couple of years ago. Someone requested a solving video, so be warned, that's what I'm attempting to do here. Alright, the first step for solving this bird, and it's not an easy puzzle to do, is to actually push the bird into the nest. And as you're pushing the bird into the nest, what you'll find is the pieces start to loosen and they're starting to separate out, okay? Now, I can see a lot of grooves happening here and here. I can see grooves here and here. So this bird, by pushing him down, is actually opening the nest, which is really odd, okay? Okay, now you're going to get to a certain point where those pieces are so loose that the bird very carefully will come out of here. Now his beak is a little bit loose. Okay, so I'm loosening these pieces as much as is humanly possible. Now I'm gonna sorry. You see my bird is really far into that nest now, and those pieces are really popping out. Now this top part is really tight yet, so because it's still so tight, I'm going to use that bird to loosen the rest a little bit more. Can you hear him squeaking? And what you'll see I've got happening here, now I'm pushing him, pushing him, pushing him. I'm holding those three center pieces. Now there my bird just came out of my nest, okay? And there he is. Y'all see the bird? Oh, I see. I'm too close to the camera. That's the problem. Okay, so there's the bird coming out of the nest. We're just going to set the bird over here on the box. And what you'll notice now is that I've got these pieces really, really loose. And they're loose on the inside as well. So to continue, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue pushing the inside of that box. Okay, and as I'm pushing the inside of the box, what you'll see, as I said before, this is what I thought, was this is a kind of a coordinated motion. It's got three pieces to it, and it's really, really, really hard. Okay, it's really tight. Okay. By pushing the bird into the center and pushing down on those center bits, what that's doing is that's pushing those center pieces out. Okay? So those center pieces are starting to pull out. Alright, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it upside down here. I've got my computer here, keyboard in the way. I've got it flipped upside down, and you'll notice there are 1, 2, 3 pieces there. And I'll put my fingers on the inside, and I'm going to attempt to get those three pieces to move. Now, as I'm looking at the inside, I have 3 loose blocks inside and 3 very tight blocks inside. Those loose blocks are these triangular bits that I showed in the last video. Very open. I'm not getting anywhere without my bird. I'm going back and put my bird back inside my thing, and I'm going to push it into my bird again because he's a good handy puzzler. Oh, you know what happened? I put my bird in and I sealed it right back up again. Oh dear, what a headache of a puzzle. it doesn't like the bird. Once the bird goes in the nest, that's the end of it, hey? Alright, well, let's see if we can do it again. There we go. Yeah, the bird is a real help. I don't have the strength in my fingers to do it. Okay, so I've got it separated out. You can see I'm going further and further and further. I'm trying to take the bird out again, set him on the side, and now I've got these 3 pieces, and I'm done. Okay, coordinated motion. Coordinated motion. There we go. I'm just going to push those 3 pieces apart. Okay. Now you can see that it's really, really separated out there, hun. And then what you need to do is simply take one of these sides and pull it out. Okay, and what you'll find is you've got 3 pieces that are exactly the same. And in the center of the bird's nest, you've got 3 different cubes. 1, let's see if I can turn that a bit. 1, 2, and the third one is back up in there. Okay, so to put it back together again, I'm just going to slide that piece in there. Oops, but we've got to make sure that it's going in the right direction. Okay, it's got to go up against this side, and this side, and this. Oh, Christ. It's a dexterity puzzle now. Alright, the 3 dog pieces have to be lined up. Okay, this is where the puzzle gets hard, hun. The young person that says she may do this for Grandma. Grandma gave this to someone, I have no idea who, for Christmas, and was coming over to her house today, and she wanted to know how to solve it because Grandma gave it to her. Or him, whatever the case may be. There's no gender on the YouTube comment box. And this person wanted me to do a solving video, which is something I don't normally do, is it? Isn't it? And the reason is videos never work when you want them to. Okay. So, put those pieces back, and what I'm trying to do is get these edge pieces lined up here, and I keep running into problems with them. And this is the problem with this type of puzzle. Because it's a coordinated motion. Now see, I've got the top part in, but I haven't got the bottoms lined up properly. And, well, I've got the bottoms lined up properly, but I haven't got the sides lined up properly. So they have got to be twisted in just the right way. And if it's not twisted in just the right way, it will not open or close. Another thing I've just noticed about this, because I've continued to take it apart, is that each piece is slightly different in size. So when you do take it apart, make sure you know which piece came out of where, because they're ever so slightly different. And do be very careful, because I can see that the wood is going to lock. Okay, so now I've got that completely closed. Tip it upside down and shake it. Look at that. See? Once you've opened it the first time, you just shake it and it opens a second time. Alright, and I'm going to put my bird back inside and squeeze that puppy back together again. Okay, now can I turn it upside down and shake it? No, the bird is locking him in place. Okay, so that's how you free the bird. Push the bird down until the pieces start to come apart and your bird comes out. Do be careful when you're lining them back up again. because I can see the pieces of wood are not exactly the same all the way around, and that could cause problems when you're trying to put it back together again. So there you go, free your bird.